Game 2 of Day 2 of the Session 2 of the Noble Classic. Welcome back to the Health and Wellness Center on the campus of Paul Quinn College in Dallas, Texas. Our first featured matchup presented by Athlete AI is the Lions of Grace Prep, coming in with a record of 5-1 representing TAPS 5A District 1, led by head coach Josh Duke, the defending state runner-up, taking on head coach LaHaria Bernard and the 3-0 undefeated Ryan Raiders out of Denton, Texas. Denton Ryan comes into this matchup ranked the 21st team in 5A according to TABC's most recent rankings on Monday. Grace Prep coming into this matchup as the number 2 team in 5A. Head coach Josh Duke last year finished with a record of 27-6, 13-1 in district play, and once again lost in the state championship game. His starting lineups will run Keith Scott as well as Amari Coleman, who's the number 98 player in the state of Texas, according to recent GASO rankings. Johnny Green, who's got an offer from San Diego State University, is out there with Jaden Lowe, and the 3-star number 8th ranked recruit in the state of Texas, according to 24/7 Sports, MJ Boyd, rounding out the starting 5. For the 21st ranked Denton Ryan Raiders is going to be Brandon Hawkins Jr., Demetrius and D'Anthony Manuel, Zylan Bernard, as well as Grayson Stevens. They're led by head coach LaHaria Bernard, 3-0 out of 5A Region 1 District 6, looking to continue their undefeated streak. Haven't started 4-0 since the early 2000s. And a pretty solid start for the Raiders as they get set today. Grace Prep, the designated home team today, and their white Under Armour tops and bottoms with gold lettering and numeral with a thin navy trim. Navy and gold piping along the shorts and tops. Denton Ryan, the visiting team, and they're all navy tops and bottoms. Under Armour branded as well, with Orion in red and crimson across the front of the chest. And red and white piping along both tops and bottoms. A little bit of a wardrobe switch up, as a lot of guys didn't really get the memo as to what undershirt color you have to wear. Their referees here today, this entire session, have been riding the guys pretty hard about making sure that everybody's undershirts are matching. The first time I think I've seen that this year, at least seeing that rule enforced this heavily. Opening tip possession will go to Denton Ryan. At the top of the key with possession is going to be Demetrius Manuel. Manuel, the zoom pass into Grayson Stevens. Stevens, a 6'2 senior forward. We've elapsed 15 seconds in this first quarter. Grace Prep. It seems to be a soft 1-3-1 zone. As Stevens from 5 feet out, that one well short. Rebound is corralled by Keith Scott. Taking the ball screen, downhill is MJ Boyd. Boyd takes a drop step, swings out to the outside to Amari Coleman. Coleman closely defended by Demetrius Manuel. We'll try to go on a first-name basis for Demetrius and D'Anthony. Into the corner, wide open, it's Coleman. Coleman on the drive, a great dump off, lay in, and foul. It'll be Jaden Lowe as he'll head to the line to shoot 2. As we have our first foul of the game with 7:08 left to go. Foul is going to be charged to Demetrius Manuel, his first personal, first team foul of the quarter. At the charity stripe to shoot 2 is Jaden Lowe. Knocks down his first free throw. We have our first points of the contest. Second free throw for Lowe is good. So he's got 2 quick ones. Both at the charity stripe. 2-0 our score. With 7:07 and counting. Close side wing is going to be Demetrius Manuel. Now to his brother, his younger brother, the 6'1 junior D'Anthony. Into the corner is Demetrius again. He's closely guarded by Lowe, who got scoring going with a free throw. Strong drive, and it's going to be a foul. Looks like Manuel got whacked on the skull. Foul is going to be charged to Grace Prep's number 2, Amari Coleman. That's the 6'3 junior guard's first, team first of the quarter. Heading the line for the first time today, this is going to be Demetrius Manuel, the 6'2 senior guard. First free throw, hard back iron, won't go. Second free throw is good. So Manuel will split the trip, and Ryan finally on the board. 2-1 with 6:43 and counting in the first quarter. Here's Lowe. Lowe already has 2 on the day. Hasn't attempted a field goal Quick three, far side. It's good. Johnny Green, the kid who's received an offer from San Diego State University, knocking down the trifecta. 5-1 Grace Prep. On the driver response, runner from 12. No good from Bernard. So it'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Lions. As Ryan will inbound. High arcing passes right into the waiting arms of Demetrius. Demetrius with 6:15. He's guarded by the lanky Johnny Green. Bounce the lead pass over to Brendan Hawkins Jr. Now to Stevens. Stevens guarded by Boyd. They rotate to Manuel. They get it down low to Hawkins again. Kick to the corner. Open three is Bernard. That one side iron won't go. Strong box out. Hawkins, though, able to get the offensive board. D'Anthony with a three. That won't go either. So 3 attempts at a basket, all not falling to fruition for Denton Ryan. To respond is Keith Scott for 3. That won't go. Rebound gets tipped. It's eventually hauled in, though, by Ryan Zylan Bernard. Bernard has numbers. Head fakes, and he'll get called with a travel. Second turnover of the quarter already for Denton Ryan as they get ready for a full court press. Denton Ryan after this, as they complete their Section 2 schedule of the Noble Classic, they'll be at home in just 4 days to take on the Hebron Hawks. Tip off at 6:30 for that contest. Driving is Scott. Scott, now Green. Green can't get it to fall. Rebound's brought down by Demetrius. Up the floor's got a man. It's Hawkins. Too much on it. Ball will go out of bounds. Third turnover against the Ryan Raiders with 5:12 left to go in the first, and it's been a very low-scoring affair. A golfer's dream score this first quarter has been. 5:04 and counting. Coleman trying to go to work against Demetrius. Coleman, stutter steps. Lob pass intended for Green. It gets deflected. He keeps it, though. Now to Scott. Scott spins. Doesn't have anything there, and they'll get it back out to Coleman on a reset. 4:48. Scott, lay in. Finger roll finish, and it's Amari Coleman for 2. A strong finish makes it 7-1. Ryan still looking for their first successful field goal of the game, not just of the quarter. Stevens gets spun. It's D'Anthony, who'll back out and reset. Immediately gets it back. He's double teamed. Was guarded by Lowe, now guarded by Green. They get it down low, and it's an easy basket for Hawkins. And then Ryan finally on the board with a successful field goal. It's a 4-point game, 7-3 off score. Lions with a 2-possession lead. Downhill, Boyd had a seam, kick to the corner. That shot won't go for Coleman. Rebound is corralled by Hawkins. Up to Bernard. Bernard thought he was going to go for a pull-up. Instead, he's going to draw the foul. I believe that one's against Coleman, and yes, it is. That's Amari Coleman's second. So chances are he might have to take a quick break, and he will. Checking in exchange for Coleman is going to be Joel Hudgens. Hudgens, a 6'3 sophomore combo, listed as a wing. Has received an offer from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Down low, it's a great lead pass through contact. Won't go. Bernard not able to get enough on it. Coach Lowry, Bernard wanting a foul and a swat out of bounds for Manuel. So at 3:42 left, still a 4-point game. Neither Grace Prep or Ryan really able to get anything consistent in terms of offense, at least through my eyes. High passes into Hudgens. Hudgens, he'll let that go for the parking lot, and that's good. Hudgens nails the triple. It increases the lead to 7 for Grace Preparatory. They get it up. Once again, that zoom pass into Hawkins. Hawkins turns over to Stevens, and Stevens finishes off of the glass with a shooter's roll to boot. With 3:15 left, it's now back to a 5-point game. On the drive is Boyd. Boyd so far this year averaging 17.5 points a contest. Corrals his own deflection, gets his own miss. Second shot opportunity won't go. Rebound is contested, and a loose ball foul will be called under the basket. It'll be called against Grace Prep. Question is who the perpetrator is going to be. That'll be against Hudgens. That's his first, team third of the quarter. Coach Josh Duke having a quick chat with the referee. Denton Ryan, their 3 wins. They have a win against fellow Denton School, Denton Geyer, as well as Dallas WT in their most recent win on the 18th on the road against the Farmers of Louisville. That final 64-57. Stevens around to DeAnthony. They try to get it down low to Hawkins, and they do. Hawkins kicks out to Bernard. Bernard on the drive. Pull up from 15. That won't go. Stevens gets it deflected into the hands of Manuel Demetrius, that is, and it gets swatted away by Lowe. La pass. Scott. Bulls mid-range jumper. Back iron, high rebound. It's corralled by Bernard. Bernard up the floor to Stevens. Stevens to the corner to Demetrius. Demetrius to Stevens. Around the horn they go now. Bernard with 2:15 left. DeAnthony looking for Hawkins. Instead will set up the post up for Bernard. Bernard gets it deflected, and it's Lowe who comes up with a steal. Lowe manning the break. 3-on-3. Into the corner. Boyd, head fakes. Drives, gets double teamed in the dunker spot. Eventually gets it out. Ball gets deflected out of bounds. Possession will go to Denton Ryan. Grace Prep with 3 turnovers already in this first quarter. Denton Ryan with 4. Neither team really doing a particularly good job of hanging on to the basketball. 1 minute and 52 seconds left in a very low scoring, but still pretty quick first quarter, I'd say. Here's Stevens. Stevens with 1:40. Out of Demetrius. Demetrius looking for Hawkins. They get him again on the up screen. Down low to DeAnthony. Off of the glass. Doesn't have enough Windex to clean the window, though. Boyd on the break. It's 2-on-2 to Scott. Scott through contact. Doesn't get the layup, but will draw the foul. Foul is charged against Brandon Hawkins Jr. That's his first. Team second of the quarter. We'll take another look at the Boyd drive and the pass to Scott. First free throw is good from Scott. Grace Prep as a team so far this season, shooting at around 86% from the charity stripe. And a perfect trip for Scott increases the lead. 12-5, our score. Downhill drive, no good for Bernard. Rebound is brought down by Boyd, and Boyd draws the foul. That one's going to be called against Bernard. That'll be his first, and the team third. So only one more foul to give for both ball clubs. Neither team has used a timeout. As it in Ryan coach, harking orders at the official. Here's Lowe, 5'11" senior guard, half spin. Great feed intended for Green, but it's too much on it. It's out of bounds. Turnover number 5. It's next to Grace Prep. So with a minute left, possibly 1 or 2 more possessions left to go in this quick-moving first quarter. A game that started pretty early, too. This game was intended to start at 5 or about 10:30 or so. It started a bit early at about 10:27. After Leadership Prep dominant over Dallas Christian Athletes. Turnaround jumper for Stevens, and he'll head to the line after drawing the foul to shoot 2. Foul is going to be charged against Grace Prep's Jaden Lowe, his first, team fourth, and that's their last foul to give for the rest of this quarter. For 45.5 seconds, just about 45.5. First free throw from Stevens. Front iron, somehow gets the shooter's roll and it falls in. So that chops the Grace Prep lead in half, 45.2 seconds if you want to get specific. Quick substitution now. First coming up for Denton Ryan is going to be Tony Ndemo. Check in momentarily. Second free throw was good. So Ndemo will check in for the first time. He's coming in exchange for Brandon Hawkins Jr. Ndemo is 6'1" senior guard. The Grace Prep will have to go to the length of the floor. Denton Ryan still floor court pressure. And Ndemo guarding Boyd. Demo's got a pretty hard task, especially coming off of the bench. Guarding Boyd. It's Green. Contested by Stevens. Green. Dirt. Step back. Fadeaway jumper. And it's straight money from 15. A nice shot from Johnny Green. Johnny Green, a green light. He's 2 for 2 on the day. Swing pass. It's in for Stevens. It's deflected. It's stolen away by Scott. Scott doesn't have numbers. It's 3-on-4. Eventually gets reinforcements. So with 13 seconds left, Coach Josh Duke barking to get the last shot. And a perfect opportunity to do so. 7 seconds, now 6. With it is Lowe. On ball count starting. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. They got to get a shot off. Lowe side step at the horn. Shot is wide iron, won't go. And that's how we head to the second quarter. It's been a quick one. 14-7 our score. Back after this on the Noble Network.
Paul Quinn College is a movement. Our mission, the reason why we exist, is to prepare our students to join us in the fight to eradicate poverty. For the first time in America's history, the majority of its students come from poverty. Our students are the roses that grow from concrete, and those roses need us to walk in their gardens, not in ivory towers. We are the world's first urban work college. We created the urban work college model because our students needed not just to have an education, but to have the skills to succeed for a lifetime. Work colleges are distinctive in that students are required to work in addition to go to class. Because of the work program, our students also graduate with jobs. We want to create a network of urban work colleges located all across this country. My dream is to end poverty. People who are crazy enough to believe that they can change the world, they're the ones who do change the world. This is who we are. This is what we do. Welcome to the Quinine Nation.
First quarter's in the books. Grace Prep, slight lead, only a 7-point lead. We're set to go for quarter number 2. Game 2 of session 2 of day 2 of the Noble Classic. Leadership Prep took a win over Dallas Christian Athletes to begin session 2. 14-7. Fresh Hayden, we're set to go. Boyd gets downhill, kick to the corner. It's a high arcing 3, no good for Hudgens. Hudgens had to check in for Amari Coleman, who had 2 quick fouls in that first quarter. And he already has a 3, a long 3, well beyond college range. Here's Hawkins. Hawkins is on the floor with Demetrius Manuel, as well as Bernard. And DeAnthony Manuel and Stevens. That's a 5 on the floor for Denton Ryan. On the floor for Grace Prep. As a land is good for Stevens. So 14-9. On the floor for the Lions, it's going to be Boyd is out there with Lowe. As Boyd will fire a 3, that won't go. Johnny Green as well with Keith Scott and Hudgens. That's a 5 on the floor for Grace Prep. It's Green, another tough follow-away jumper. That one well short. Offensive rebound corralled, won't go. Third chance opportunity squandered away as Stevens finally cups it. If the Raiders run, they've got numbers. It's 4 on 3. Sidestep, far side corner skip. Open 3 for Demetrius. That one's short. Trying to hawk it down as Hawkins, and he does. Calls timeout in midair, and great hustle as Denton Ryan uses their first timeout of the game. Should be a short one. I believe it's going to be a 30. We'll take it with them. 6:43, back after this. After the Ryan timeout, still find themselves down. Not an insurmountable lead by any stretch. 14-9 our score. 6:43 left to go in the first half of play. A very quick-moving game. We've had a lot of quick games, at least in the early morning hours of the Session 2 of the Noble Classic. Unlike Session 1, it was barn burner after barn burner. One game went so long that Brendan and their opponent for that evening, I believe it was the 7:30 spot, had to get moved to another gym. It's Stevens, beating and banging with Boyd. Stevens, head fake and a great shot. Denton Ryan coaching staff wanting a foul call. Instead, they'll have to just simply accept a 3-point deficit. At one point, it was a 10-point game. Boyd, nice spin and a spin cycle in the finish for 2. MJ Boyd putting on a show early on. He's got 6. The 3-star sophomore guard at 6'2" tall. Stevens kick to the corner, wide open. It's DeAnthony, that won't go. Ball gets hit by Hawkins. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Ryan as Grace Prep will take the basketball back. And we take another look at that last basket by Boyd. As he spins, it was wide open. As we approach the 5:50 mark, Boyd again downhill through traffic. Didn't have a toe tag. He will draw the foul on the floor, though. Foul is going to be charged against Ryan's Grayson Stevens. That'll only be Stevens' first. Stevens to play in the middle as much as he does on offense and defense. For him to just now get his first foul, it's not bad at all. As Green will inbound under his own bucket. DeAnthony will check out, and Braden McCade will check in. Currently committed to Southwestern College. That shot no good from 7 from Coleman, who just checked back in at the beginning of the quarter. Strong finish, keeping balance, and it's going to be Zylan Bernard. Sidewinding, skying through, so back to a 3-point lead for Grace Prep. Boyd, double team, crosses right, kick to the opposite side to Coleman. Coleman, great pickup, an even better feed, and it's swatted away by Stevens at the rim. Offensive rebound, though, collected. Low turnaround jumper. That won't go. Rebounds grabbed by Stevens as they have another fantastic defensive possession capitalized by the Raider defense. 5:10 left. Wide open. It's Hawkins under the basket. That won't go, and a foul is called. We take another look at the foul. Lowe was going to draw the foul. That's his second. As an now a new sub will be looking to check in. It looks like it'll be Hudgens, who will get in momentarily. Hawkins at the line for the first time. His first shot back iron won't go. With 5:07 left in the first half, a second quarter that at least in the first 3 minutes has been all Denton Ryan. After looking at almost a double-digit deficit to start the first quarter, second free throw won't go. Green the last one to touch it. Oh, I thought Johnny Green touched it last. And he did. The officials agree it will be Denton Ryan basketball. Coach Bernard wasn't happy at all, to say the least. They try to get it to Hawkins. It's swatted away. Coleman was able to get a hand on it. So Ryan still with it on the opposite half of the floor, inbounding in front of the Grace Prep bench, only down 3. And they pretty much marched back into this thing via the drive. Haven't shot many threes, that's for sure. As Bernard, step back jumper, gets the shooter's roll, and it's in for 2. It's a 1-point game. The closest we've been since 0-0. Grace Prep now reeling with a 6-2 Denton Ryan run. Coleman over to Boyd. Boyd, soft ball screen. Kills his dribble. Fall away jumper from 10. That's good. Straight nylon. Grace Prep showing they ain't done yet. 18-15 our score. Demetrius looking. Pass Hawkins. Down low to Stevens. Stevens, one dribble. Kick to the outside as Bernardo fire a 3. That's good. And we're tied up at 18. The first time we've been tied since 0-0. As Denton Ryan has marched back with a 9-2 lead to start the second quarter. 4 minutes left to go. Boyd drives, kick to the corner. It's Scott open for 3 to respond. He's good from downtown. Timeout's going to get called by Josh Duke. He calls timeout. Denton Ryan not happy at all as we head to the break. A huge 3 for Grace Prep to limit the run. 3:55 left to go in the first half. Ryan reeling.
What matters most to you? The world is filled with outdated ideas and systems, but you have the power to change it. The question is, where do you begin?
3:55 left to go in the second. A 9-5 run for Denton Ryan has gotten them back into this thing, and at one point they even had things knotted up at 18 apiece. 3:52 and rolling. Bernard already has a foul, has 4 points in the second quarter alone, and has been a huge reason as to why Ryan is still in this thing. Stevens now to Demetrius. Demetrius steps through up and under, can't get it to go. Strong rebound is called by Coleman. Coleman's got Boyd on the break. Boyd, 2 steps, hangs in the air, and a strong finish through contact. Boyd somehow staying balanced. Got whacked while he was in midair. Quite literally just hangs in the air for a solid second or so. So with 3:29 left, Boyd will head to the line to shoot one after a fantastic finish. 24-18 with a free throw successful. 3.5 left in the first half of play. Our next broadcast won't be until 3 o'clock as Norman, Oklahoma takes on DeSoto in what should be a very fun matchup to watch. High pass. Now a handoff immediately back to DeAnthony. Out of bounds. It will be last touched by Grace Prep with 3:09 left to go in the second. Pass is into Hawkins, who gets it back to Demetrius. Excuse me, that's DeAnthony. I'm trying here. Quick three by McKay. That won't go. His first shot arid. Offensive rebound score out by Hawkins. Hawkins trying to go to work through contact. Can't get it to go. And the finish and the foul. Brandon Hawkins Jr. playing like a grown man down low. Misses first shot. Stays with it. Got contact. And still maintaining control. Free throws no good. Green comes up with a rebound with 2:52 left. Green going coast to coast, and it's in for 2 more. 26-20 now. Ryan running. Laying is good. So after the Johnny Green layup, Ryan responds in kind with a far pass of their own. 4-point Grace Prep lead. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say last touch off of the foot of Bernard. They're trying to go to Boyd, instead they'll go to Green. Green trying to go to work on Hawkins. Green, turnaround jumper, that's good again. Johnny Green money with another fall away, this time from the opposite short corner. He had a shot just like that in the first quarter. Hawkins demanding it. He gets it back. He's got Green at the top of the key. Boyd with a deflection, and as he gets called for the foul. That's Boyd's first. Team third of the quarter. As they try to get it into Stevens, Boyd battling a little too much with him. As that pass is deflected by Scott. And a reach foul is going to be called in transition. It'll be DeAnthony Manuel who get charged. That's his first. Team third. Both teams now sitting at 3 team fouls apiece, as well as 4 timeouts in their back pockets. As we approach 2 minutes, 2:09 in the second. Boyd trying to go to work on DeAnthony. DeAnthony jams him up. Boyd spins. Ball comes loose. Possession will stay here. It'll stay Grace Prep basketball under their own bucket. Coach Bernard pleading his case. They get it into Boyd. Boyd top of the key. They're trying to get it to Green. Coleman on the drive. Skip pass. Open 3 for Hudgens. No good. He's 1 for 2 from downtown, and a loose ball foul, or it's going to be over the back. That'll be called against Keith Scott. That's Scott's first, team's fourth. That was their last foul to give. Coach Duke beside himself. Now with it is DeAnthony. DeAnthony guarded by Coleman. Of the dueling twos. Now Hudgens guarding McCade as they get around to Stevens top of the key. Down low to Hawkins again. Hawkins, McCade. McCade fires a 3. Straight line, that won't go. Stevens chins it. Another offensive rebound. That's his third offensive rebound today. Hawkins pump fakes. Turnaround jumper won't go. Hawkins in perfect position. That won't go either. Stays with it. Gets it yanked away. McCade is there. And it's Bernard on the follow-up and letting him know for 2 more. Offensive rebounding is the main reason Ryan's still in this contest. Only a 4-point game with a minute left to go in the first half. And a great feed and an even better finish by Green. And over the line violation is called with 56 seconds left. A 6-point game as Grace Prep will get the ball back. Colbert checks out. Caden Seraphin will check in for the first time. Ball gets deflected by Stevens, however, Scott is able to stay with it. Green drives, kicks, gets it deflected. Looks like it was intended for Seraphin, but it's out of bounds. We're going to say Hudgens' heel was right on that sideline, or at least on the corner between the sideline and baseline where they converge. And it will be Ryan ball with 43 seconds left. Denton Ryan last season finishing with a record of 8-24. Already a much better start, finishing 6th in district play. Kick to the corner. It's McCade for 3. That's good. Huge 3 from McCade. Back to a 1 possession affair. 15 seconds left. Possibly one last possession in this first half. Grace Prep at one point was up 10. Denton Ryan, though, with a 9-2 run to start the second quarter to get them where they are now. Boyd, skip pass, and it's swatted away. Great deflection by Coleman, but at the horn they finish through, and that's how Grace Prep heads to the locker room. What a way to finish 2 quarters of pretty good basketball for both teams. As we head to the break, our score, Grace Prep still up 32-27.
This is Athlete AI. We make capturing highlights easy and sharing them simple. We're a community that elevates the athlete. You make the play, we make it viral. We're handheld, so that means everyone already has the camera in their pocket, so the whole gym is your camera crew. Let me set the stage. Tie game, 3 seconds left. Rise, release, buzzer. You bury the game-winning shot. The gym erupts, and you get to see it from all angles. Every angle synced and in the athlete's hands instantly. Open the Athlete AI app, hit record, flag the highlight, and it's live. This isn't a tablet on a tripod or 3-hour game film. These are highlights in seconds, cut and shared before you even leave the gym. Start with Real Time, our core subscription that lets you capture highlights live as they happen and creates reels instantly after every game. But if you want to take your highlights from good to unforgettable, step into Primetime. Primetime is a bundle of all the pro tools. You get Real Time, plus AI Movie, plus AI Studio. With AI Movie, our cutting-edge AI technology builds your reel for you, finding the best angles, the best plays, and giving it that pro-level polish. No effort required. Then use AI Studio, your own editing suite, to trim, cut, and customize every reel so it hits exactly how you want it. With Primetime, you don't just capture moments, you tell your story, build your brand, and get noticed on a bigger stage. Get the bundle now.
Say that you're set up to try to make another run. Tim Steele
Good
on the
defense.
other way is Webb. Webb, a Euro step. He has a passport. Yes, he does for 2. That same rhythm once again. It's Webb going baseline, kick to the corner, around the horn to Driver. Driver now, quick 3 for Dotson. Dotson's good from downtown. Dotson, his first 3 of the night. 22-9, our score. Great pass, and it's swatted away. No, it's a foul. Another turnover. That's turnover number 11.
That one I can't blame on Steven. That was just...
And a tough finish through contact. Rebound, Johnson comes up with it. It's Dotson on the reset. Webb now. Back out to Dotson. That's another three. That's good.
Cover. They do a really good job.
His driver on the break. 3-on-1 goes straight at Reynolds, and an offensive foul is called.
That's a good.
And that's a three. That won't go. Reynolds the board. It's Nyakundi. Nyakundi 1-on-1. The rise. The lay-in, and it's good on the finger roll finish. A la
Talent's there, but, he's not as assertive.
Driver, the steal on the breakaway lane. It's good for Jazavian Brown. Here at the Health and Wellness Center is Reynolds. A tough contested three. That won't go. Nyakundi, the one-handed snag, and the follow-up's good for two.
Nyakundi's been.
But ever since, he's played substantial minutes and he's played great basketball. It's a great pump fake and a finish into the lay-in for Avery Webb. 5'7", able to scoop through the lane to come up with the offensive board. It's going to be a long three by Moore.
1-2-2. Right there, getting another steal.
Another steal, this time by Loman, and the slam! Ball screen is set. Stepping back, long three for Webb. That's good.
Give them a tech.
10 seconds left. It's going to be Moore. Trying to go to work on driver. Soft double team now. 2 seconds, 1 second in the corner. It's Ellis for three at the horn, and that's how we head into the break.
I think that's what it's called.
Okay, we're going to stop there. No free advertising.
No,
Nyakundi, the dump-off pass, and it's a great feed and even better finish from Moore to Nyakundi. If you have a backdoor screen going with your two offset guards crossing, sometimes that's more open than the actual elevator. As Reynolds, a tough shot from the charity stripe. Break, doesn't have numbers. Driver close behind him. Kick to the far side. Three, open. That's good. Huge three for Levi Moore. Gotta give him a break while you can. Zakarian takes the inbounds pass. That's a hard screen and an offensive foul. Dotson's first block of the game. Martin wanting a foul. Head coach, not an outcome for Martin. Just a mere shake of the head. A strong
great defense by Nyakundi.
As usual in the paint. The lay-in rattles in. It's good for Ellis on the feed. Second of the quarter. Ball is tipped. Into the open break is going to be Dotson. 1-on-1. The dump to driver. Driver the lay-in, and it's good. So another transition basket this time for the Birdville Hawks. To respond, a little English on the finger roll finish. It's Levi Moore. Loman now to driver. Into the corner. Open three. That's good. And once again, it's Dotson from downtown. You can see your Division I talent in the Metroplex. Downhill drive. Open three. Left shoulder. And it's good for DJ Driver.
DJ Driver.
Abysmal third quarter for both teams.
100%. I think both coaches are going to complain. Go back in the film and watch this quarter and have a lot to complain about.
And a great block and somehow keeping it in bounds. So it's a turnover. 6 seconds. Now 5. Ellis for three from the corner. That's good. Network as we've across 15 seconds. Reynolds back onto the floor for Martin. He's got 4 fouls. Long three is good for Jeremiah Ellis. Triple team now. Gets deflected from behind. A great hand by Ortega. Driver, the lane, and the finish for 2 on the breakaway. Tough night for the Warriors. Down screen for Williams. Williams crosses. Skies through, and the foul. Tough finish on the drive through traffic. Points to muster. 5:55. Dump off. Lay-in. Won't go. Johnson on the follow through. Uncontested bucket might put this thing out of reach. Driver lets it fly. Good. DJ Driver. And time is pretty much all but run out for things to change. Pump fake, sidestep for Dotson. He'll let one go short corner, and that just a prime example. Short corner, and that just a prime example as to how great the Birdville Hawks have been. And Nyakundi on the two-hand slam on the other end. With 3 minutes, 50 seconds left. Driver downhill, turns, flies, buries it.
Drivers having
Well, college three, short won't go. Into the open lane, and it's Webb at the two-hand slam. Is missing, is going to draw the foul.
We're seeing him to get into offensive groove, confident taking that shot.
Here's Webb to the corner. Williams a three. That's good.
He was cool. He is what he's now, very chill.
Still is to this day, and a strong finish through contact for Dotson. Now 15-3. Martin still looking to get something going on offense. Nyakundi, the easy pass and a great feed from Reynolds.
Pass that.
Nyakundi in the open floor, turns, didn't see the rim, but he cleans up his own mess. Look at the scoreboard, says they agree as Reynolds gets his pocket pick. It's Driver Driver, 3-on-2, and an easy lay-in for Avery Webb. The board says they agree as Reynolds gets his pocket pick. It's Driver. Driver, 3-on-2, and an easy lay-in for Avery Webb. Jump pass on Ikundi. 2 seconds, 1 second. Finger on the horn. Did he get it off in time? Looks like he did. It is the Hawks Dotson. Dotson got his pass deflected, but eventually hands as Zahir Pena Warren on the drive. Won't go, and drawing the foul is going to be Webb.
This is Athlete AI. We make capturing highlights easy and sharing them simple. We're a community that elevates the athlete. You make the play, we make it viral. We're handheld, so that means everyone already has the camera in their pocket. So the whole gym is your camera crew. Let me set the stage. Tie game, 3 seconds left. Rise, release, buzzer. You bury the game-winning shot. The gym erupts, and you get to see it from all angles. Every angle synced and in the athlete's hands instantly. Open the Athlete AI app, hit record, flag the highlight, and it's live. This isn't a tablet on a tripod or 3-hour game film. These are highlights in seconds, cut and shared before you even leave the gym. Start with Real Time, our core subscription that lets you capture highlights live as they happen and creates reels instantly after every game. But if you want to take your highlights from good to unforgettable, step into Primetime. Primetime is a bundle of all the pro tools. You get Real Time, plus AI Movie, plus AI Studio. With AI Movie, our cutting-edge AI technology builds your reel for you, finding the best angles, the best plays, and giving it that pro-level polish. No effort required. Then use AI Studio, your own editing suite, to trim, cut, and customize every reel so it hits exactly how you want it. With Primetime, you don't just capture moments, you tell your story, build your brand, and get noticed on a bigger stage. Get the bundle now.
Third quarter setting underway. Welcome back to the Health and Wellness Center on the campus of Paul Quinn College in Dallas, Texas. A short, let's say 10-minute drive north of the 45 to beautiful downtown. And it's been a quick one, a very quick game so far. We already started early, so if you're an event director or a referee or even a broadcaster, you're pretty happy with the way things have gone in terms of time. Grace Prep has tried to keep these resilient Ryan Raiders at bay for the majority of this game. It's been a game of cat and mouse. However, Denton Ryan is a pretty tough mouse to say the least. Fresh 8 minutes on the clock. Ryan will take the opening possession. On the floor for the Raiders, it's going to be both Manuels, Demetrius, and DeAnthony. Also out there is Hawkins as well as McCade and Bernard. That's the 5 on the floor for Denton Ryan. We'll get to head coach Josh Duke's lineup in a brief moment. With it right in front of us here at the broadcast table is going to be Demetrius Manuel. Manuel swings it over to McCade. McCade didn't start. He's committed to Southwestern College, and NAI, a solid powerhouse out of Kansas. But getting the start here in the second. Trying to go down low to Hawkins, and they do with a dunker spot. Soft double team. Skip out to McCade. McCade around to DeAnthony. Gets it stripped. Pick clean. Keith Scott on the breakaway. The run and a one-handed swat. What a block. Stolen away was Green who came up with it. And a timeout is going to get called by Denton Ryan. Well, that's how you start a quarter. 7:15 left to go in the third quarter. And an absolute rejection.
Paul Quinn College is a movement. Our mission, the reason why we exist, is to prepare our students to join us in the fight to eradicate poverty. For the first time in America's history, the majority of its students come from poverty. Our students are the roses that grow from concrete, and those roses need us to walk in their gardens not in ivory towers. We are the world's first urban work college. We created the urban work college model because our students needed not just to have an education, but to have the skills to succeed for a lifetime. Work colleges are distinctive in that students are required to work in addition to go to class. Because of the work program, our students also graduate with jobs. We want to create a network of urban work colleges located all across this country. My dream is to end poverty. People who are crazy enough to believe that they can change the world, they're the ones who do change the world. This is who we are. This is what we do. Welcome to the Quinai Nation.
7:15 left to go. As you take another look at the monster block that took us into the break. It was a great steal by Scott, but saying no to Anthony Manuel. What a rejection. With 7:06, we're back up and running in the third quarter of play. In the first of a handful of feature games presented in partnership with Athlete AI. The runner layup, no good. Scoop finish. That's McKay going to get it to go. Boyd on the drive. Kicks. It's got open three. That one's short. Rebound is brought down. The other way is Manuel. Manuel to Hawkins. Into the corner. McCade for three. That's good. So once again, we're back to a 2-point game. The closest Ryan's been able to do was tie it at 18-18 midway through the second. Scott, a tough pull-up jumper. And that'll keep him at bay even more. A two-possession game once again after the great spread bucket from the dunker spot. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Checking back in for Denton Ryan is going to be Stevens. Stevens looking to bolster that front court as DeAnthony will check out. As now we can just go on a last name basis instead of a first name basis. Passes in to Stevens. Stevens looks like he might have went back court, but the line not too prominent on that half of the floor with the Dallas skyline and Christen here on the floor of the Health and Wellness Center. Kick to the corner to McKay and another three. Won't go from the opposite corner. The offensive rebounds brought down by Hawkins. 6 minutes left to go. Double teamed. Jumping out of the way is Scott. Great reflexes as well as a double team with Green. Coleman drives. Easy dump in the feed for two. Back to a full two-possession game. 36-30 with 5:43. Bernard swings over to Manuel. Manuel top of the key. Hawkins chinning it. He'll take his shot from three. That one's short from the college line. Open is Green. It's a 2-on-2 break. Scooping and going to draw the foul. Foul is going to be called against McCade. That's McCade's first, team first to the quarter. As Anthony will look to check in momentarily. Heading the line for the first time today is going to be Johnny Green, 6'5" junior forward, receiving an offer from San Diego State University this year. A great prep team last year that shot 85% from the charity stripe. First free throw was good from Green, 37-30. As McCade will check out, and DeAnthony will check in. So both the Manuels, Hawkins, Stevenson, and Hawkins on the floor for Ryan. It's Coleman, Scott, Green, who just nailed his second free throw, with Boyd and Lowe, the five on the floor for Grace Brett. So the lead now has ballooned. It was only a 2-point game at one point in this third quarter. Now with 5:19, Grace Brett expanding that lead quickly to 8. Stevens on the inside elbow. Kick outside to Demetrius, who steps back, fires a three. That's good. Tough bucket, just what the doctor ordered. Lead now back down to 5. Ryan has only had things tied twice. It was tied at 30, and before that tied at 18. Ball comes loose. It's deflected. Ryan comes up with it. It's Hawkins and Stevens. And it's stolen away. Great anticipation by Boyd. Coleman wide open the other way. And a two-hand slam. 7-point lead again. Biggest lead Grace Prep has had is 12. Stevens steps back. Down low to Hawkins. Hawkins to the corner. DeAnthony. Jump pass. And almost a slam for Hawkins. He follows it up. Can't go. Third chance opportunity is good. As you can hear, Coach Bernard right in front of us. He knows his team is still within striking distance. Coleman an open three. Can't get the shooter's roll. The follow-up by Boyd is good. Coach Duke will call a timeout and we'll take it with him. As is fantastic. Sophomore guard comes up with a fall-away finish. Back after this on the Noble Network. (42-35). Grace Prep with the advantage after the offensive lay-in just moments ago before the break. It was an open three for Coleman in the corner as we see Boyd just run through pretty much unscathed to come up with the offensive rebound and finish for two. 4 minutes, 10 seconds and counting. As Stevens, well, it was Hawkins, the turnover, unable to haul it in. Coleman drives and gets the foul. Hawkins will pick up his second. Team second of the quarter. And the line for the first time today is going to be Amari Coleman. He has 2 fouls of his own, as well as Lowe, the only foul trouble for Grace Prep. First free throw is good. Coleman exhaled, second free throw is good, so a perfect trip. 44-35. Grace Prep trying to continue to keep Ryan at bay. High arcing pass, Stevens finds a way to somehow catch that ball. Receiver hands on that catch. Into the corner is McCade. McCade now to Bernard. Bernard drives through contact and he'll draw the foul. Bernard has done a great job of creating contact, especially with ball pressure. As we see him get downhill charge, foul charge, going to be going to Boyd. That's Boyd's second. So now it was Lowe, Boyd, as well as Coleman, all with 2 fouls. First free throw, side iron, won't go for Bernard. Zyler Bernard, a 6'6" junior forward, a very lanky 6'6". Free throw, no good. Substitution incoming for Ryan. Ball goes out of bounds. Checking in for the first time in a while is going to be Tony Demo. Don't know who he's going to be subbing in for. There's 6 on the floor. Ryan doesn't know. We thought Demo was going to check in. And now he is going to check in. He's going to be in exchange for McCade. As Demo stepped onto the floor. They didn't take anybody off, though. Last time I checked, you can't play with 6. So 44-35 as we approach 3.5. Coleman gets double teamed. Well, foul is going to be caught on the reach against Demo. That's his first, team third. Coleman down low to Green. Green going to work on Stevens. He spins, laying it and swatted away. That's Stevens' second block of the day. He has been a menace around the rim on defense. Dribble gets killed. He finds Demetrius. Stevens again. Stevens kick to the corner. It's Demo. That one arid. Rebounds brought down by Green. Wide open. 2 steps up the lane and it won't go. Great defense. Bosley maybe even got a hand on it was Bernard as he runs up the floor and it's stolen by Lowe. Lowe, 2-on-2. Boyd catches. Jabs, gets downhill, drives baseline. Ball gets deflected by Stevens out of bounds. Speaking of Stevens, as we take another look at that last box just moments ago with 2:56 left. As Coleman was isolated, didn't matter. Still coming up with a block. Power kick pass, trying to meet it as Coleman. Coleman does come up with it, gets fouled. Front iron won't go. And that's 2 quick fouls called against Tony Ndemo. That's 2 for him, and the last foul to give for the Raiders this quarter. 2 subs checking in. Checking in for Ryan is going to be McCade in just a brief moment. Also a new sub for Grace Pratt for the first time. We're going to be seeing Sawyer Jordan, a 6'3 junior. First free throw was good from Coleman. Coleman now brings the lead back to 10. Biggest lead that Grace Prep has had today was 12. As Lowe will check out in exchange for Jordan. Second free throw was good. So here's McKay. McKay guarded by Boyd. 2 top talents. Trying to go down low to Bernard, but it's out of bounds. Last touch on the deflection by Scott. As Bernard having a quick word with the official, telling him to watch on the post up. Quick 3, McCain on the catch. He's good again from downtown. And the post up doesn't work. I guess McCain 3 sure does. 46-38. 2 minutes and 25 seconds in the third. Boyd takes the handoff from Coleman. Boyd sidesteps, half spins, drives, lays it in. MJ Boyd has been a man possessed. On the drive, Bernard gets tangled up. Green with a rebound. Full head of steam. Lay in, and a foul is called on the drive. Foul will be charged to Hawkins. That's his third. And that puts Ryan over the limit for the quarter. That's Coach Bernard getting an earful. Well, giving an earful to the official, and the official returning in kind. First free throw is good from Green. With 2:01 left, Green steps up back to the line. As Green completes the routine, and the free throw's good. Grace Prep reaching the half-century mark. On offense so far this season, is averaging 70.5 points a game. Bernard, the intended target, gets it snatched away. But eventually Ryan comes back up with possession. Demetrius down low, loose ball foul is going to be called after the Bernard cut. It'll be Keith Scott who will pick up his second foul. Only the second of the quarter for Grace Prep. Wide open, Stevens under the basket, and it is a great pass and an even better feed. Minute 32. Coleman splits the double. Boyd open, wing 3, good again. MJ Boyd, his third three-point bomb of the day. They try to get it down low to Hawkins. They do. They find McCain. McCain from the short corner. That won't go. Green with a rebound. Stevens might have deflected it. However, possession still remaining for Grace Prep. Boyd back out of harm's way. Boyd drives. Baseline. Lay in. Won't go. Trying to get his own rebound, but instead it'll be Coleman to clean his mess. Ball gets deflected. Zed hit the back of the backboard. It'll be DeAnthony Manuel who will check in exchange for McKay. Ball's back in. Green, he'll let go of a 3. That won't go. He's already hit a 3. That was well back in the first quarter, though. 47 seconds in the third. Biggest lead of the game for Grace Prep so far, and it's 13. They get it down low. Bernard going to work through contact, won't go. Hawkins again, but instead it's going to be a follow-up. But Hawkins looks like he might have a cramp on that right leg. Substitution coming up. Hawkins still fighting that cramp. You can see him, at least from my perspective, wincing and cringing in pain. Looks like he might try to play this thing through, though, for the rest of the quarter. Green down low against Stevens. Dribble kill. Kick to the corner. Open three for Jordan. That's good from downtown. Sawyer Jordan coming off of the bench. Heave at the horn. That one front arm won't go. And with a Sawyer Jordan three, Grace Prep comfortably going into the fourth with a commanding lead. Our score 56-14 after that last Grace Sawyer three. Back up to this on the Noble Network. Fourth quarter set to begin in a handful of seconds. Grace Prep with the advantage. Score being 56-42. As Hawkins, notably right before the end of the third, had a cramp on his right leg. Funnily enough, a team parent getting him a pack of mustard. You love to see it, right? Final horn sounds. Both teams coming out of the huddles. So the Wayne Think stand. Let's go ahead and look at foul trouble, shall we? For Denton Ryan, Hawkins has 3. In demo, Tony by first name has 2. Everyone else has got 1. Steven, both the Manuels, as well as Bernard. For Grace Prep, Keith Scott, Coleman, Lowe, and Boyd all have 2. Here we go, fourth quarter, 56-42. There's our score. Grace Prep with an advantage, the biggest they've had of 14. Into the corner, it's Low, an open 3, that's good. Off of the Boyd feed, 59-42. The sand slowly starting to fall out of the hourglass for Denton Ryan. Especially with how well Grace Prep has been shooting the 3 ball this quarter. Sawyer Jordan comes up with a steal. Jordan the drive, off of the glass, and it's good for 2. And the Grace Prep bench loves it. 61-42. Ryan still yet to get on the board this quarter. Stevens, strong turnaround jumper. That won't go. And they're still looking for their first points. As Boyd gets met by DeAnthony at the timeline. Boyd downhill, lay-in won't go, and he draws the foul. As we take another look at the Boyd drive, as we played a minute, and Boyd downhill after the Stevens foul. That's Stevens' second. First free throw is good from Boyd. 2 subs checking in. It'll be Hawkins as well as McCade, who will check in exchange for Roman Quinones, as well as Stevens, as he'll have to take a short break. He's got 2 fouls. Second free throw is on target from Boyd. 63-42. On the drive. And a block by Green. Johnny Green, as long as an athletic as he is, crazily enough, Stevens has more blocks than he does. 6:50 left. McCade, another 3. That one won't go. He's now 1 for 4 from downtown. Boyd on the break, doesn't have numbers. Will keep it himself. Low already has a 3 in this one. Gets blitzed, stolen away by DeAnthony. DeAnthony, scoop lay-in, short. Tried to finger roll a regular layup, definitely would have done him more good. As Green jabs and drives, head fake up and under, and it's in for 2 more. 65-42 as Grace Prep starting to pour it on. Hawkins pulls up from 15. No good. Offensive rebound off of the back of Bernard into the hands of McCade. Head fake, drive, layup, won't go. It was the Anthony Manuel who draw the foul. Seems to be a bit slow to get up. Took a shot on the way down. He's grabbing onto the right side of his head as well as wincing his eye. 2 subs checking in for Denton Ryan. 1 sub pending for Grace Prep. On the line for the second time today is the Anthony Manuel. First shot's good. It'll be Stevens who will check in exchange for McCade. Coleman will check back in for Grace Prep. And 1 more sub pending. It'll be for DeAnthony, barring the result of this free throw. DeAnthony, no routine, just steps up. That one won't go as he splits the trip. 5 minutes, 54 seconds left in the fourth. It's Boyd who's been fantastic today. Downhill, drives through contact. A strong finish, 67-43. 24-point game as his lead has ballooned. Hawkins off of the glass to stop the run. And a timeout will be taken by head coach Josh Duke. We'll take it with him. It's a full 67-45. Grace Prep dominating this one.
Paul Quinn College is a movement. Our mission, the reason why we exist, is to prepare our students to join us in the fight to eradicate poverty. For the first time in America's history, the majority of its students come from poverty. Our students are the roses that grow from concrete, and those roses need us to walk in their gardens, not in ivory towers. We are the world's first urban work college. We created the urban work college model because our students needed not just to have an education, but to have the skills to succeed for a lifetime. Work colleges are distinctive in that students are required to work in addition to go to class. Because of the work program, our students also graduate with jobs. We want to create a network of urban work colleges located all across this country. My dream is to end poverty. People who are crazy enough to believe that they can change the world, they're the ones who do change the world. This is who we are. This is what we do. Welcome to the Quinai Nation.
.35 left to go in the fourth. It's been a rough fourth quarter for the Denton Ryan Raiders. At one point they were tied. They were tied twice. 3 times if you count 0-0, but it hasn't really been that close since. Ryan back in a full court press. They were able to generate plenty of turnovers and even more transition opportunities from that press earlier in the first half. They deviated from it and then things kind of got downhill. Take that as you may. 5:20 out. Boyd had a bucket prior to that last time out. Kicks. Now on the reset is Hudgens. Hudgens to Boyd. He's on the floor with Jordan, Coleman. Speaking of Jordan, he'll fire another 3. That won't go. Also low. That's the 5 on the floor for Grace Prep. Bernard drives and he'll draw the foul. That's going to be on Coleman. That's Coleman's 3rd. McCade will check in momentarily. See who he'll be in exchange for. He'll be in exchange for Ndemo. So it'll be McCade, Hawkins, Stevens, and both Emmanuel's on the floor for Denton Ryan. Bernard turns. That one well short from 12. And the rebound's brought down by Coleman. Coleman downhill, closely guarded by Bernard. Still driving forward. Gets halted with a foul. Foul is going to be charged against Bernard. Thankfully, though, that's only Bernard's 2nd. It is the 2nd of the quarter for the team, though.
You got to get second shots, man.
They get it down low on the cut from Boyd, and the 3rd and 1 of the game for MJ. Well, 4:41 left in the fourth, straight out of the inbound. MJ Boyd just simply beating his defender, fighting through contact to complete the 3-point play opportunity. 69-45 barring this free throw. And one free throw was good as Boyd converts the 3-point play. Another reminder, our next feature game will not be until 3 o'clock between DeSoto and Norman. It'll be Sawyer Jordan who will draw his first foul. Team third of the quarter. First free throw is good for Manuel. Demetrius by first name. Substitution now as Demo will check back in for McCade. Second free throw won't go. Coleman snatches away the board from his own teammate and a couple of Raiders. Howard King passes far side to Lowe. Out of the trap. Three for Hudgens. Won't go. Boyd with a rebound and right off of the feet of Ndemo. Great awareness by Boyd to keep it in bounds. 4:21 on the fourth. Coleman to do the honors. To Boyd again. Boyd, contact. That won't go. Tips it to himself. And he'll keep possession after the offensive board. Spins now to Lowe. Lowe, guarded by Ndemo. Boyd to Coleman. Back to Boyd in the corner. Drive, steps back. Boyd. No look pass. In for Hudgens. Hudgens wasn't ready. Would have had an easy bucket. They tried to get it off of Hawkins, tried to hit it off of Hudgens, and it looks like he did. I thought it hit the kneecaps of Hawkins before it went out. As McCade, as well as a host of subs for Grace Prep to check in momentarily. They go down low to Hawkins. Hawkins draws a loose ball foul at the basket. Excuse me, that's Bernard. Foul is going to be charged to Jaden Lowe. That's Lowe's third. So Cole Brown will check in for the first time. Also, Caden Serafin. They'll be checking in exchange for Sawyer Jordan as well as Boyd. Boyd probably checking out for the final time after what was an amazing morning of basketball for him. They get it down low to Hawkins. It was briefly deflected by Hudgens. Now Stevens on the block. Guarded by Lowe, and a foul is called on the way up. Foul is charged against Hudgens. The UNLV offeree's second. And that'll put Grace Prep over the limit the rest of the way. First free throw is good from Stevens. His second trip to the line, split his last trip. McKay checks out and Demo checks in. Second free throw is good, so he'll better his last trip. Timeout's going to be taken by Den Ryan. It'll be a 30. 3:37 left to go in the fourth. Back after this on the Noble Network. After the Ryan timeout, the Raiders still down big time, 70-48 our score. Jaron Jones, Ryan Solo, no Ani Umana today, sadly. He might be around for the next Noble session. If you want to know and get tickets and get scheduling and more, you can find it all in one place, thenobleclassic.com for details. Hudgens, the intended target, he gets it around the horn to Coleman with 3.5. Coleman going to work on Stevens, trying to shake and bake. Doesn't have enough, and instead, it'll be a John Duke timeout. We'll take it with him. Back after this, 3:19 left to go. Coach Duke not happy about something. Back in 30 seconds on the Noble Network.
What matters most to you? The world is filled with outdated ideas and systems, but you have the power to change it. The question is, where do you begin?
After the Grace Prep timeout, they'll be sitting at 2 more the rest of the way. Denton Ryan will have one. 70-48 our score.
Grace, double him. Ball coming back quick. Ball coming back to yours quick. Grace, go, Grace, go, Grace.
Now here's Lowe on the catch as we open play once again. Drive, Lowe, Euro step. Does he have a passport? No, he can only stay in the continental U.S. with 3:05 left to go. What would have been a nice lay-in. Heartbreak for the Lions. Here's Demetrius. That won't go. Hawkins on the follow-up. That won't go either. Lowe somehow comes up with it amongst the trees. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Lowe with a Magic Johnson pass. However, left his one on the bus. It'll be Hudgens who will most likely draw the foul on the reach. And it is. That'll be Hudgens' third. With 7:48 left to go. And Tony Ndemo ahead of the line to shoot 2 as he looks to get on the scorecard with his first points of the game. First free throw is good. Second free throw from Ndemo won't go as he splits the trip. Lowe comes up with the board. Coleman, guarded by Ndemo, breaks the double team, spins, and he draws the foul ahead of the line again. Foul is going to be charged to Ryan Sony Ndemo. That's his third. So that was the last foul to give for Ryan for the last 2:40. In the fourth quarter, that's pretty much turned into a foul fest. First free throw is good from Coleman. McCade will check in. He'll come in exchange for Ndemo. Ndemo's got 3. Stevens has 2. Bernard has 2. Both of the Manuels have 1. And Hawkins has 3. That's the foul trouble for Denton Ryan. Second free throw is good. Perfect trip for Coleman. In terms of Grace Prep, Scott's got 2. Coleman and Hudgens has 3. Lowe's got 3. And Boyd has 2. But I don't think we'll see Boyd didn't think we'd see Boyd the rest of the way as Stevens drives. A lot of contact on the way up. No whistle, though. 2:25 left. Scott kicks to Hudgens. Hudgens gets Stevens right onto the shoelaces, and it's out of bounds. It will be Grace Prep ball under their own bucket. Substitution, it'll be Roman Quiones who will check back in. He will be in exchange for McCade. 72-49, a game that at one point, at multiple points, was pretty close. Ball gets deflected on the way out. It's Bernard, wide open, could be showtime, and a 2-hand slam on the breakaway. First dunk of the game for Grace Prep. In terms of the dunk count, both teams sitting at 1. Coleman got the first dunk. As Boyd steps through, shrugs off a couple defenders on the way through the lane. We've got 1:50. It's Demetrius down low. Hawkins through contact gets bottled up. And it'll be Hudgens most likely on the foul call. If it is, that's danger. It is. That's his 4th foul. Grace Prep was over the limit at the, what was it, the 3-minute mark or so? Yeah, I believe it was the 3-minute mark. As Hawkins will check in. Well, Hawkins will head of the line to shoot 2. First free throw was good. Full platoon swap in for Grace Prep. Sawyer Jordan, he'll be out there with the number 15 that we don't have rostered. Go figure. Caden Serafin as well checking in. And Cohen Jurgensen at 6'5", the senior. We'll get a little bit of burn as well. Jurgensen trying to come up with it. Instead, we'll turn the ball over. Great pass for Quiones. The follow-up finish is good for Demetrius Manuel. Back to a 20-point game. Minute 24 left. Another reminder, our next feature game presented by Athlete AI will be Norman out of Oklahoma taking on DeSoto at 3 o'clock. Corner 3 won't go for the unnamed number 15. It'll be Jurgensen. Can't get the offensive rebound of the follow-up. And the unnamed 15 will come up with another offensive board. Sealing it away is Bernard. Bernard picked him clean. Bernard, the back scratcher, two-hand jam. That's 2 quick dunks for Bernard in about a minute or so. Also on the floor is Cole Brown. He got some tick back in the third quarter of play. He's guarded by Stevens. Over to the unnamed 1-5. Spins. Ball comes loose. Breakaway opportunity for Quiones. Quiones drives, gets a whack in the face. Foul to be charged against Cole Brown. We haven't said this in a while for a Grace Prep player. His first foul. 35 seconds, 74-57. Quiones will head to the line and shoot 2 for the first time today. Sub pending. Sub pending for both teams. First free throw was good. For Quiones, it'll be LaShawn Dice, who will check in for the first time in exchange for Bernard. Also, Great Prep making a sub. Another player that we don't have. Gotta love that. Second free throw. Rattles in and out, will no good. Jurgensen will come up with the offensive board. It'll be Hawkins who will draw the pretty much unnecessary loose ball foul, and he'll send Jurgensen to the line to shoot 2. That's Hawkins' 4th. Even though he's got 4, they'll probably just let him play it out. Only 33 seconds left of this thing. Jurgensen's first free throw is good. Much to the rejoice of the Great Prep fans as well as the Lions bench. And he knocks down his second free throw to an even better ovation. 30 seconds left. Demetrius, pull-up jumper from mid-range. That won't go. Stevens tries to hit it off of Brown, but instead could possibly be looking at an assist. Almost had it. It's right out of his hands. A bounce pass is tipped by Quiones. It's still in tow. Quiones a floater. That's good. Straight nylon with 11 seconds left. Ryan still pressing. The unknown 15 with it. Double team. Gets it stripped. Demetrius on the drive, and that's 4 quick ones for him. 62-76 will be our final score. As with that, Denton Ryan takes their first loss of the season, and Grace Prep now moves to 6-1. How about that? A solid first feature game. Ryan stood firm, but eventually it was a 3-point shooting onslaught and a quick 13-2 run in the third quarter that stretched away the lead and gave us our score. 76-62, Grace Prep over Denton Ryan. We'll see you at 3 o'clock as the Tigers of Norman, Oklahoma will take on the Eagles of DeSoto in our next feature game in partnership with Athlete AI. Back after this, we'll take a pretty good, I guess you could say, a lunchtime intermission. We'll see you then. I'm Jared Jones saying so long.